drama between rappers Papoose and Remy Ma is unfolding as we speak on social media, and they started early this morning with Remy Ma accusing Papoose of cheating on her with boxer Claressa Shields. So just some quick backstory. So apparently Remy Ma has been accused, as you know, for several months of cheating on Papoose with another up-and-coming rapper.
It's uglier than ever when the drama train pulls into the station. Just when you thought Remy Ma and Papoose were the archetypal hip-hop couple, Claressa Shields is at the center of all the claims.
Ma posted this on social media this morning saying, "This lady Claressa Shields and that sorry-ass publicity team have been putting out fake stories on me every day to make me look bad and him look like God's gift for too long. I begged Papoose to put out something to stop the narrative, and he kept telling me to just stay quiet, and that's the best thing to do. Well, I'm sorry. I'm tired." And he said that he would never F you cause you're ugly, but don't worry, I saw everything. Now the world's gonna see it since you're so tough. So she's been posting on her own social media different receipts. We're not gonna go through all the receipts, but Papoose did have a response confirming what we thought what's been going on in their household.
Fans noticed that Remy Ma, who usually expresses her gratitude and love for Papoose, did not publicly thank him on Father's Day. The silence that ensued, however, aroused suspicions because this was no ordinary holiday. The day should have been a bargain for Papoose, who had happily embraced his position as a stepfather and parent. Instead of heartwarming words or pictures of the family, there were none. However, it seemed that Papoose had a strange manner of expressing his feelings. He posted an enigmatic statement on social media regarding the importance of respect, loyalty, and love. The connection was immediately apparent to fans. Suspicions increased as many noticed a shift in the couple's interactions. Expressions of love in public disappeared. No compliments, no taunting, and no reposting of one another's achievements. The imperfections in their perfect picture seemed to be starting to show. Claressa Shields walks in. The world-famous boxer Claressa, wearing boxing gloves and prepared to fight in and out of the ring, found herself in the unexpected center of the issue when rumors of an affair with Papoose started to spread. But how in the world did her name appear in the reports? It is during work that Papoose and Claressa meet, circles since they have ties to the sports and entertainment sectors. Despite the initial appearance of professionalism, some fans felt that Remy and Papoose's relationship had progressed too far, particularly as it appeared to be growing in public. Kay told them to phone the new obtainments to vent their rage, and when Claressa didn't think twice about confronting them, the talks became more heated. She did, in fact, go so far as to publicly avenge herself against Remy Ma on social media. Claressa shared bold, unrepentant, and occasionally aggressive content. Outside of their professional dealings, she claimed to be a papoose. Yet the tone of her responses declared without reservation that she was not afraid to confront Remy if necessary. "You can blame me all you want, but I don't ruin happy homes," one of the posts stated. "Those of you who do that to yourself." These clapbacks, which many interpreted as insults to Ray's character, only served to fan the flames. It seems like Claressa was not just defending her marriage, but also requesting that Remy take accountability for whatever was happening behind closed doors. Fans immediately grabbed their popcorn and chose sides after watching this hip-hop soap opera. There were a lot of disagreements, accusations, and rumors on social media. On one side, you were committed to, due to Papoose's reputation as a family guy, his admirers believed he would never cheat. However, others questioned whether continuous public pressure to maintain their ideal marriage image had finally had a detrimental effect. Many followers turned against Remy because of her previous scandals, which raised questions about her account of what happened. Some criticized her for handling other issues in public, implying that she was using Papoose as a release for her rage. Her Father's Day was quietly questioned by others, who perceived it as a deliberate omission that spoke to more significant issues. But not everybody agreed with the Papoose. Remy's followers swiftly defended him, emphasizing the possibility that a person's public image does not always correspond to their private life. Claressa was drawn into the debate by others who accused her of intentionally stirring up trouble with her social media posts. One thing was clear, even though the court of public opinion was eventually divided, this wasn't simply a personal, family matter anymore. The chaos had surfaced and was only getting ugly.
Flowers and all that.
I'm at work. Talk about to drag somebody. Hold on one second.
Who's she dragging? Walking around. What's up
What
with
did
that?
you do? All right now. I just want to know, what does she do?
I'm a designer. What do you do?
I rap
Okay.
and I smack chicks. that get out of line.
You're not gonna smack me though.
All right, okay. Every single one of those little tiny
That's what we're
teeth
not gonna do. You're not gonna smack
got a
me.
brown and yellow in your mouth, which fly down this runway. Every single one of them. Back up.
All right.
Take your
Get your
brow
friend.
wig. Back up. That's right.
The controversies surrounding Papoose and Claressa Shields gave rise to allegations of Remy Ma's personal behavior. Easy, the Block Captain, a battle rapper who is gaining popularity in the hip-hop scene, was the subject of attention this time. After fans noticed that Remy and Easy often appeared together on and off stage, many began to conjecture that they were romantically involved. It is possible to disregard Remy's involvement in the battle rap scene as a professional collaboration. For some, their chemistry appeared a little too strong. The suspicion of an affair grew when Papoose allegedly caught Remy and Easy in difficult positions, according to insiders. What really set the internet on fire were the claims that Papoose had made against Remy for gaslighting him during their relationship. He thought that instead of owning up to her actions, she was playing the victim in order to gain influence. It was awful for someone like Papoose, who had helped her through some of the most trying times in her life, to be betrayed. Quickly entering the debate, supporters questioned whether the woman who had previously sworn allegiance was now failing to respect declarations. However, many people had a cloudy view of the situation. Given Remy's history of punching people in the boxing ring, it's unclear if years of pressure to meet their relationship goals may have led to this terrible outcome for both of them. In her dispute with Remy Ma, Claressa decided to take off the symbolic gloves. Claressa challenged Remy to their issues in the ring in a press-grabbing move. She did, in fact, invite Remy to fight her in a real boxing match. While the issue might have Claressa's constant derogatory comments on social media, which were more symbolic than substantive, made it clear that she would not stand by and let Remy ruin her name. Responsibilities were being avoided by Remy, she said. There was only one remark that read, "You can play victim, but the truth always comes out eventually." And fans interpreted it as yet another insult directed against Remy right away. But Remy was singled out in a popular rap video that Claressa published. It was lots of impromptu lines that called out, not just a lyrical flex, hypocrisy, and treachery. Although some fans praised Claressa for defending herself in the hippest way imaginable, others felt the video was needlessly escalating the conflict. Claressa's move further solidified her position as the main player in this scenario. Let's just say that Papoose didn't hold back when he finally spoke. He clarified his position on the accusations and addressed them in a rare public statement.
Apparently, Papoose has been trying to get a divorce for some time now. He says, "Sad to say that Remy Ma is a narcissist. She chose to cheat repeatedly. Now that I finally moved on, she's playing victim. I have requested a divorce numerous times. She rather clout chase on social media than handle this like civilized adults. I did not want to do the social media foolishness for the sake of my 6-year-old baby. She has to go to school. As you can see, I remained quiet through it all."
Papoose was determined not to let the chaos overshadow his fatherly responsibilities and to put his daughter first. He was aware of the challenges he and Remy were facing, but he wanted to manage everything with decency and integrity, especially for their family's sake. He was unafraid to expose what he perceived to be dishonest practices, though. Although he didn't go into detail, Papoose hinted that Remy's behavior didn't always align with her public persona. He specifically hinted that there had been instances in which she had been dishonest and deceitful, making it difficult to trust her. In spite of the uproar, Papoose declared his desire to resolve the dispute amicably. He asked people to not spread unnecessary rumors and to respect their privacy in an already delicate situation. People saw him as a man trying to handle a personal matter while keeping his morals, so they were sympathetic to his cool-headed attitude. Now that the fans are involved, it becomes much more juicy. Possess ideas and don't keep them to themselves. Everyone has taken on the roles of judge, jury, and detective in the heated discussions that have taken place on social media. As demonstrated by TikTok discussions and Twitter hashtags, who is to blame for this is dividing the internet. On the one hand, Papoose's supporters argue that he deserves better treatment because of his loyalty to his family and Remy during his incarceration, and they see Claressa Shields' involvement as the relationship was already undermined by years of tension, which had unfortunate results. For 7 years, Pap kept it under check. He is the one who deserves grace, someone commented on Twitter, but some people stand behind Remy and claim that the narrative of her supposed infidelity is a smokescreen. Some claim that Claressa's clapbacks and Papoose's cryptic post are hurting, rather than helping by blaming Remy without providing any evidence. Yes, men may gaslight, just like a famous TikTok inventor. Argued, generating a stream of affirmative comments in the process, the fact that Claressa Shields has a fan base is obvious. She is only shielding herself from unfounded accusations, according to many of her supporters. She is commended for her courage in standing up to Remy Ma, a powerful opponent.
Guess you wanna make me wifey or something. Kinda lock me down, gonna indict me or something.
Okay.
Now she on the ground talking spicy for nothing. His girlfriend mad, guess she wanna fight me or something.
Everyone wants to know what will happen to this turbulent triad after everything has settled down. Or not. Will Remy Ma accept Claressa Shields' challenge to compete in a boxing match? This conflict is unlikely to be fought with gloves. The symbolic nature of the challenge is making fans ecstatic. There will undoubtedly be a lot of attention drawn to any clash, and neither Remy nor Claressa seems ready to back down. The Remy and Papoose conundrum comes next. Can this power couple, who once represented the height of hip-hop romance, manage to make it? To make things right? Pointing to their history of overcoming challenges helps some supporters keep hope alive. Given the accusations of infidelity and manipulation that have tarnished their relationship, some, however, think the harm may already be too deep. Claressa's reputation may suffer as a result of this situation in the future. Despite her reputation for perseverance, others fear that her involvement in such a high-profile affair would overshadow her impressive boxing achievements. That is undoubtedly about more than simply lost love. There's a legacy involved. In relation to the Remy and Papoose's partnership served as both a brand and a personal bond. This dispute calls into question their position as hip-hop royalty and poses a threat to the narrative that formerly characterized them, is a pivotal moment in Claressa Shields' II's life. Although her audacity has garnered her fans, it also puts her in a magnified position. Her path as a public figure and an athlete may be influenced by how she responds to this circumstance. So, what are your thoughts? What does the future hold for Remy Papoose and Claressa? And who is at fault?